welcome to Profile Pod TV. I'm your host, Double A, back for another spectacular episode of Profile Pod TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, wherever you're tuning in from. If you're on YouTube, if you're watching, and if you're on any of the audio platforms, thank you so much for being here. As always, I'm so grateful, so appreciative of having an audience. So we have a great show in store for you tonight, as always. But before we get into our into the meat and potatoes of everything, I'd like to give you those reminders. Don't forget to subscribe on Profile Pod TV on YouTube. Click on that little purple button at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Leave me a rate and review on Apple Podcasts. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, Clubhouse. It's all Profile Pod TV. That's something that's really near and dear to me. So I love getting feedback. I love getting input and interacting with the audience. So hit me up, shoot me a DM. And if you're always looking to appear on this podcast, if you think you're doing something inspirational and motivational to inspire the human spirit, then hit me up on the DM on Instagram. I'd love to have you on. Okay, so this is what this show, this is the essence of this podcast, is bringing on individuals who are doing, again, stuff that's extraordinary. Okay, and that could be any walk of life. If you're a blogger, if you're a entrepreneur, podcaster, you own your own magazine, you just fought polar bears and Antarctica, let me know. Anyways, one more thing before we get into our guests tonight. I just have to mention podcorn.com. Want to thank them for sponsoring tonight's episode. And if you're not familiar with podcorn.com, get familiar with them, because if you're a podcaster and you're looking for sponsorship opportunities, you got to check out podcorn.com. It has a long list of products and services that you can work with to support your content. Personally, I found the site to be super user-friendly, and you can create an account. For example, you can navigate their list of sponsors and then hop into workrooms to negotiate and hammer out the details. What I really like about it is it's a platform. There's no agency, no middleman to go through, no middleman fees. So I can go straight to the source. Okay. So again, thank you, Podcorn, and be sure to check out podcorn.com today, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So let's move on. Let's bring on our guest of the evening. I am salivating to speak with this young lady. She's out of the San Fernando Valley, here in Southern California, Los Angeles. And she is a blogger, very popular, very enthusiastic and energetic. She's a big hit on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't seen one of her mini movies, as she likes to call it, you got to check her out. Okay, check her out. She puts together skits. They're very funny. She's a foodie as well. So I know she loves her coffee. She loves those desserts. So check out this young lady. She's here to tell us all about herself. Please welcome my homegirl right next door in the San Fernando Valley, Sabrena Nomani, aka Sabby's Bites. How are you?
Hi, Double A. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great. Thank you so much for taking the time for being here. I'm really excited to have you, Sabby. It's a pleasure having you here. I can't say that enough.
The pleasure's mine. Double A, I'm really excited to do this. You seemed like you knew all this stuff about me. I was like, how did he know all this? You sent over all these things, and I was like, wow, he did his research. I'm excited.
Hey, I have my moments, Sabby. I have my moments. You know how it is. We got to do our due diligence, right?
Absolutely. Honor the craft, baby.
That's it. What's going on today? How was your day in the Valley today?
My day in the Valley was uneventful today because I pulled a back muscle, and I've been in pain and low-key depressed, but it's not real. It's just, when you're in a pain. But luckily my family's been spoiling me rotten with all of my favorite foods. And I realized I actually had a moment where I cried, not because I was in pain, but because I realized how high maintenance I am, that I was embarrassed to ask them to do all these things. I was like, okay, you need to go to the Panera Bread and get the kitchen sink cookie, and then go to Starbucks. And I was like, oh my my God, like my brother is going to go to 5 different places. He's going to think I'm crazy, but he did it.
Oh, Savvy, they're probably thinking, wow, she's such a nuisance. You know,
Yeah, they did. They're like, she's so high maintenance. Gosh, but she's sweet. It's okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I want to thank you so much for putting together those that video, that little skit you did today on Instagram, and it was a hit. Yeah, it had over 100 views in just such a short period of time, and people were loving it. People were
Oh, it
loving it.
was a fun little video. I'm glad you liked it. I put it together. I was like, I gotta promo this, and then you know,
Yeah, no, of course. That's what it's all about, right, Savvy? So,
of
but
course.
yeah. So let's get right into it. I'm really excited. I want to know so much about you. I'm sure the audience does too. And so you are actually from Michigan, correct?
I'm originally from Baghdad, Iraq. If we're gonna say originally,
Right.
I was born in the United States. I grew up in Colorado, Texas. I consider Michigan my hometown. I also lived in Chicago, and then I moved out to LA when I was in 8th grade, and have been here ever since.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So Michigan, you consider Michigan? Which town in
It's
Michigan?
Southfield. It's outside of Detroit. It's a suburb of outside of Detroit.
Got it. And so why did you have to move around so frequently? It seems like I mean, you bounced around. What was that all about? Tell us about that.
Well, my father, may he rest in peace, was an actor, and he was actually sent out here by the Iraqi government to get his PhD in theater arts because he was going to take his knowledge back to the National Theater of Iraq, which he had a big part of, and it was his passion and love. And so when we first moved here in Colorado, my dad was getting his master's in Colorado, and that's where I was born. And then he got his PhD from Texas Tech University. And then he's an actor. So we would just go to different places. He was running the TV station in Michigan, the Arabic TV station that was Arabic. it was the local Arabic channel. And he was the director over there. And then, like I said, he was also an actor. So then he'd get jobs and we'd move, and there you go.
Wow. Is it so you bounced around a lot, and well, so you what are some of your favorite places that you got to live in, during your time during your childhood and when you were moving around?
I have to say living in Michigan was one of my favorite opportunities in life just because it was the first time growing up. I never knew other Middle Eastern kids. So when I moved to Michigan, I got to meet other Middle Eastern kids. That was new for me. And I was like, wait, there's another one like me? Because growing up, I always lived in other bigger, I was always the odd man out, always, no matter where I lived. And actually being the odd man out taught me that we're all the same. And it doesn't matter what language you speak or what color your skin is. At the end of the day, it's family, love, kindness, respect. And I think not seeing my kind of people growing up was really good for me because it taught me that everyone is my people. And we're all the same.
Yeah, no, yeah, of course, Savvy. That's one thing I can relate to that a little bit because when I was in the military, I was in the Navy.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, I got to meet people from probably literally, I would say, gosh, all 50 states. I mean, it's not an
Wow.
exaggeration. So yeah, it's definitely an eye opener for you, right? For getting to meet people, different cultures, different you know accents
Because they
and
feel like your family and your friends, like you're like, oh my God, I have one of these uncles, but like we
yeah.
call him this and he does that too. And your grandpa eats only fried chicken, my grandpa eats only like this or that. It's like the same idea, just different flavors. And you see that because like you said, you were in the Navy and you got to meet people from all around the world, all around the country, and you saw, wow, it's all the same thing, but different dialect, different skin tone, different food choices, different car choices. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's just flavor. It's just taste.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. But I think it's an educational thing when you go through that. You get to appreciate people, you get to learn people, different behaviors, different again, like you get characteristics of people, and it's again, yeah, very enlightening, to go
Mm-hmm.
through that, right? But yeah, so you I know you came out to the Valley in 8th grade, correct? And where did you first settle down in the Valley?
Northridge.
Oh, go Northridge, go see some, baby. Matadors,
Northridge.
right?
Yeah, Northridge Middle School.
Okay, so you and how was that transition though when you came out?
Very difficult. Very, 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 very extremely difficult. I gained 100 pounds. It's very hard for me. Yeah, it was just, you know what? Everything at that age when you're 13, everything is such a big deal. And I left my friends and we moved to a new place and I left at my world and it was a new world and I was just mentally like not ready for such big changes in my life. And then I just found the food to be very friendly.
I get it. I get it. Was it kind of so you moved out here? Were you kind of resistant to it? I mean,
no, I really wanted to move out here. I was my dream. I used to beg my dad every day. I was like, Dad, when are we gonna move to LA? Let's go do it big. Come on. And I guess it's like I said, it was just the age and stuff that, you know, when you're 13 and things happen and I wanted to be an actress so bad. I loved acting. It's all I cared about my whole life was just acting. And I thought I had an extra 5 pounds and I was like, okay, I can't be an actress, so I lose this 5 pounds. And that 5 pounds that I need to lose turned into 100 pounds because diets don't work. And putting yourself in a box and in a cage, especially in my opinion, with food and emotions, it's not going to end well.
yeah, no, I get it, and I want to get to that in a little bit, Sabby. No, you mentioned intuitive eating, and you know, you already mentioned the weight gain that you went through. But so moving out here, again, you mentioned that you were anticipating it because you were acting, and your father was an actor as well. So that was already in your blood. That was already part of your life. So yeah, I could imagine that coming out here, you were like, oh man, I'm moving to LA. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna
book
acting.
everything.
Yeah, yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, no, it didn't happen.
And so, but talk about that again, the transition. What was it that kind of were you disappointed in a way that?
I think I just wasn't ready for Hollywood to be like homeless people and dark alleys. I thought Hollywood was from the movies. You walk in and everyone's like, give that girl a contract. Hey, put her in the movies. And it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was like, we cannot get an apartment because we do not have a long-term residency. Like my dad's on the phone yelling, like it's chaos and like, you know, just a lot of, you know, life, just real life. And it took away from me caring about acting and art and all that stuff. And it just became my main focus just became my eating problems and my weight. And it just, I kind of checked out and just went into that world of like, I'm going to be in pain and depressed right now.
Yeah. I see. No, that's, I totally get it where you're coming from with that. And so growing up in the Valley, right, how influential was growing up in the Valley to what you're doing now, you know, as a blogger, as an actress, as a performer behind the camera, you're you know, you're putting together skits. Talk about that, you know, being raised or not being raised, but growing, being from high school on, 8th grade on, how influential was that? How did that mold you to, in terms of your performing?
Well, I mean, it literally is the canvas, I guess. The Valley is the canvas for what I'm doing. Like everything that comes out of me is from what I take in, and I take in everything that I see, eat, hear, see. So the Valley is me. I mean, my past is part of it and all the places I live, but now I truly think like most of it is just like is me taking this in and trying to let it out the only way I know how, which is a performer mode. So the Valley is all of it.
Right. Yeah. You mentioned that on the Valley Views interview with, shout out to Hector, by the way.
Hector?
Yeah. I mean, you don't hold back when you're behind that camera, when you're performing. I mean, you know, like you said, no holds barred, I think you even said. And you're super comfortable being behind the camera. I mean, you want to put on a show, you want to entertain.
Oh, I'm ready. When it's camera time, I'm a different person. Like in real life, I'm not that outgoing. I used to be, but ever since I got the camera in my hand, I've become more of an introvert. And when I'm behind the camera, I see things differently. I'm like different parts of me, I mute, and I want to hear different things of others. It's like, I guess it's my way of being a part of things without having to be a part of it.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Because watching your videos, watching you perform, you're definitely very comfortable in that element. I can tell you
Thank
that.
you. I feel the safest and happiest when I can be in front or behind a camera.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Performer mindset.
Yeah, you're speaking for myself, Sabby. I am introverted by nature. I was very shy growing up. I was very, my confidence level was low, and et cetera, et cetera. But as with age and with just life experience, I've grown a lot more confident, a lot more talkative, and more mature, and et cetera, et cetera. But I can tell you when, like you mentioned, when it's time when that red light goes on, it's a different feeling. It's a different experience. It's a rush. It's like,
it's like drugs. It's like a drug.
I'm addicted.
It's like
We're
a
addicted.
drug. It's people that don't perform don't understand what an exciting rush there is right before it's time to go. It's so fun. It's the best thing for introverts, because for a minute in time we can I consider myself one now. We can turn that off and be that other side and freely be it, because we're such it's such a turn off, like it turn on and off. So it's like you can go boom and then you can go. It's just it's very freeing.
Exactly. That's very, very liberating, right? So Sabby, talk a little bit about what you're doing now. I should have gone sooner on this, but tell us about your blog and everything that you got going on with Savvy's Bites. Tell us the
I'll tell you. I'm the witch of weight loss. I have an Instagram. It's called Savvy's Bites, where I take a bite out of food, people, places, and things. And basically what that means is everything is a flavor, from people to ideas to your hobby. It's just flavor, different strokes for different folks. What I like to do is say we're all different, but we're the same. So on Savvy's Bites, no matter what it is that you're sharing, food, a story, a problem, we've all experienced it to one degree or another, but a different story. But it's the same feeling, like loss, anger, defeat, loneliness. We all feel it. Everybody, we are humans. We're exactly the same. But on Savvy's Bites, what I like to try and show, my aim is to show you your story, but through another person's life. Like you can watch it and be like when I do my spots on people, my bites on people, take a bite out of a person. You're seeing them. I ask them, like, what makes you feel insecure? What makes you feel lonely? And you see someone who's like confident and strong, or you think, and you hear them say that they feel insecure when they're alone. You're like, whoa, that guy feels insecure when he's alone. It just kind of makes you feel like you're not alone. And when you're not alone, it's less painful, I think. And so that's what I try to do. I try to take a bite out of food, people, places, and things, use comedy, use connection, use fun, use fashion, use just to say, hey, you're not alone. Come laugh with us for a minute. And then you're going to be alone again. I'm sorry, but right now you are not alone.
Yeah. I think that's the relatability piece is what I'm gathering from it. You want others to relate to the situation, to the experience, what you're depicting on camera. And again, it could, whatever the situation is, whatever the scenario is, there's millions that have been in that scenario, in that situation, and you're bringing a funny twist to it. Because, hey, like you said, you've probably been in the situation before. Check this out. But let's laugh at it. Let's have fun with it.
It's also because I used to work for LAUSD. I used to be a teacher's assistant, and I really genuinely take that job to my heart. And like, it changed me, and didn't change me. I used to work with kids before that, so it just increased my understanding that we're all humans and connected. And when you see children and you see that you just let them know they're not alone. You realize when you work with kids that we're all still children, and that there's this feeling of like, I just want people to like me and accept me. And I don't want to be the one everyone's looking at or making fun of. I just want to be accepted the way I am. And when you see that in children, because you're the adult in the room and you see 25 little ones feeling like that, and you're like, oh, I feel that way too. It teaches you that it really, really, really gets it in there that we are connected and we need each other and we need to encourage each other and help each other and tell everyone, hey, I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. We're legit. You are not alone. Like, this is how the human system, like, we're supposed to feel all these things. Feeling bad isn't bad. You're supposed to feel bad sometimes. Okay, feel bad and know it's not the end of the world, and keep it, and know that guy feels bad and she feels bad and we all feel bad, but we can feel good again.
Absolutely. We're only human, right, Sabby? We're only human. Yeah, that's not.
I'm half alien.
Well, let's talk about that.
Can't talk about it. I promise, I can't. I'm not.
Which galaxy is this?
Zordon, gang. Okay, I'm stop.
Okay, translate, please.
I can't.
So, I wanted to talk about you also, your love for acting and all of that good stuff. But talk a little bit about the intuitive eating that you had mentioned earlier, and so when you came out to, and how that relates to when you came out to California.
Okay, so intuitive eating is something I learned from the Oprah Winfrey Show as a young girl. I was watching it and it was like lose weight, and she had Bob Greene on there he had this book called Make the Connection, and it's about how your eating is connected to your feelings. And I was like, are you allowed to say bad words?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, this piece of shit. I was like, I just wasted $20 for him to tell me, like, deal with my feelings. I was like, no. And then I kept looking for the next diet. I spent tons and tons of money. And somehow at the end of the day, I'd end up into the intuitive eating school of mind. There's a book called French Women Don't Get Fat, which is another intuitive eating type book. And then Feeding the Hungry Heart by Janine Roth. And it was just book after book about listen to your body. What do you need? What do you like? What do you want to eat? Why are you eating? And as much as I didn't want to do this, I would start every day on a diet and then end up doing intuitive eating mindset, which is I just changed my mindset because I'd be so stressed out from dieting and binging. And then there's 10 principles to intuitive eating, and it basically just teaches you how to sit down, listen to you. I'm jumping the gun here. I'm taking a moment. It teaches you to really understand what you need, what your body needs and what your mind needs and what your heart needs and what your soul needs. And you learn how to make the divisions so that you can, when you're physically hungry, you can feed it with food. And when your heart is hungry, you realize maybe there's something missing in my life that I haven't yet found, that I still need to look for, that I need to discover within myself, because I'm feeling hungry, though my body is full. And then that was what I learned to feed my body based off its hunger and feed the other stuff, the other stuff it needs. And sometimes your heart and soul need food, truth be told. Sometimes you just feel, today I've been in my feels. I had a bad back. I just been asking everyone to get me snacks, and that's okay. That's okay. That's life. But I don't want that to be every day. But you know what I mean? But intuitive eating teaches you so much to trust yourself that you can have those moments of binging all day, because tomorrow you'll go back to normal because you have a trust and a respect with your food. I
see. Okay. So yeah, there's books on this stuff then too.
There's a book called Intuitive Eating Program. It's a workbook, amazing, life-changing.
Wow. Yeah. And I know that watching your blogs, I mean, you love to eat, you love to snack, you love your desserts, you love your coffee, you love, so that's a big part of the food
I literally spend money on junk food so that I could lose weight. Like, I have to have a dessert so that I can be a size 4. No, I'm serious. I mean, you're laughing, but I'm serious. Knowing that I'm going to have a really delicious, epic chocolate croissant. Okay, it's going to be $4. And I know that I'm going to eat it today. And it's like 500 calories. And I just, knowing that I'm going to have it, I'm not going to go eat a bag of mini Twixes like I used to. I used to eat a whole bag of those little mini Twixes in one sitting. And it's not even that good.
Right. Yeah.
So,
No, so intuitive eating would, so you're basically feeding one part of yourself. It could be your soul. It could be
well, no,
your
with the,
body.
forgive me, I might have, I went maybe a little too poetic for a moment. Intuitive eating just teaches you to listen to your body and eat when you're hungry, stop when you're satisfied, eat exactly what your body is craving. Uh, don't forget health is involved in that. There's 10 principles to intuitive eating, and I suggest everyone Google it and just put it on your fridge and check and read. I would read it before I'd go to bed and right when I'd wake up, just so I can make it the foundation of my day and my dreams.
Yeah. Yeah. I because I love to eat, Sabby. I love to eat. I
Because you're
love
passionate. People that
yeah.
love to eat have passion, and it's just coming out. You want to eat it, you want to see it, you want to smell it, you want to read it. It's just like, it's like everywhere. I feel you,
Yeah.
my friend. I feel you. I feel you. I get
Right.
it.
Yeah, you want to taste all the varieties of life, the flavors of life, different scents and smells, and
Yes,
the diversity of life. It's a beautiful thing.
absolutely. Yes, yes.
Very cool. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So, and then when you came out to California, that was, I mean, so you had an issue. Was there an issue with eating disorder or something
Yes,
like that?
yes. My eating disorder began at 7 when my mom told me that I couldn't eat fried chicken because it would make me fat. And it was like something that just like triggered a lifelong battle after that. At 13, I had just moved here and I had gained a few pounds. When you move, and we were at my uncle's house, and like, when you're 13, your body is getting into, it's like that age. And that's when I started dieting. 13, like seriously dieting every day. I mean, literally starving myself every day and then binge eating all night.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. And but that didn't stop you from, your pursuing your love for acting,
It
because you just,
did. It did. I
oh,
stopped
it did
acting
have
for a really long time.
initially,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I quit for like a decade, and then my dad passed away. And then I was like, why am I quitting my dreams? I was like, because I'm fat. Okay, I'm fat. Did I kill someone? I'm fat. I like to eat. Sue me. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to be the coolest, fattest actress that ever walked down Hollywood Boulevard. But there are other cooler, hotter, fatter actresses that took that position. I didn't get it. It's okay, but it's okay. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I was like, that's okay. I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna like myself. I'm tired of feeling like crap. I'm tired of feeling like I can't go after my dreams. I'm tired of feeling tired of feeling tired.
And you just made that choice to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to continue to pursue my dreams. And
Yeah.
regardless, I don't care what Hollywood says about me, and, how it wants to view me, and as view my physical body. And yeah, because you were talking about in that interview, and
Yeah.
how you were like, you know what? No, I'm not going to let that stop me. This is ridiculous. So you made the choice, and
I
good for
did.
you. Good for
Thank
you.
you. I appreciate it. It's the greatest choice I ever did for myself or ever made. By the way, I'm on muscle relaxer. So if my lingo, I told double A before we started that if I sometimes am a little slow, it's the muscle relaxer. It relaxed me.
Well, yeah, we want you to feel relaxed, Savvy. That's the most important part, right? That's the most
We're
important
chill,
thing. And
bro.
yeah, groovy, Savvy. You're groovy right now,
Groovy, man.
right? Yeah, yeah. So you went. Talk about the acting then. Let's get into that a little bit, because
Okay.
again, yeah, your dad was an actor. Again, like
Yes.
you mentioned, it's in your blood. You were acting, growing up in Michigan and throughout the country. You get here to California. Talk about when you decided to get back into acting. What are some of the gigs you landed? Because I know you landed a couple gigs, some really cool gigs. For example, the Beyonce and Lady Gaga gig. But yeah, talk about that process, and then we'll get into the Beyonce Lady Gaga thing.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So I like I said, my dad passed away, and I was like, I'm gonna let me solve. I'm gonna do this. So I went and I wrote the in my opinion, a very funny letter to all these agents in Hollywood, and I wrote to them like, hey, I know I'm like, I made it like I had nothing to lose type energy. So I was like, let me just, and so I just wrote like this ridiculous like letter and I sent it to all these agents. And then one called me back like literally very quickly. And she was like this old lady from the movies, she was like, I don't want you to lose weight. You got to stay fat. And I was like, no, I was, when she told me that, I got offended because I was like, that was part of her thing was she wanted me to make sure I stayed fat. And I was like, I'm not signing a contract with her. And then I had another appointment the next day and I was like going to sign with the other lady with the stay fat contract. And then I got another agency called me and was like, come in. And then I told her, she was the one to sign me. I was like, well, I'm going to lose weight, just so you know. She's like, do whatever you want. Just be a good actor. And I was like, okay, this is going to work. And then I got my first audition with her and it was for the Lady Gaga telephone music video with Beyonce. And I was hella starstruck. I didn't see Beyonce, which is heartbreaking, but I did see Lady Gaga and she was lovely and sweet and chatted with us. And it was just I was a chola in the music video and I came to set as a chola. And I was like living the role. Like I thought I made it. I was like, out here with Lady Gaga. I was like, posted up on jail walls. I thought it was, I was like, I made it. I could die now. I'm done.
Right. What song was that? Which video? I'm sorry.
It's called Telephone. It's a cute one. It's a good one. It's one of my faves.
I remember that song. That was probably what?
It was popping.
10 years ago?
Yeah, it was 10 years a minute ago. Yeah.
I remember Telephone. Yeah, very well. And then, can we see you in that video?
Yes, you can see me a few times actually. And I actually do the voiceover in the beginning of that video. If you listen, I'm like, hey, get out of the way, fool. Like I'm just making all these sounds. It was really fun. I got to go to the recording studio. They were like, snacks galore. They're like, can we get you something? I was like, yes, I'll take a water, I'll take a soda, I'll take a toy, whatever you got. It was so fun. It was such a great experience. First acting job, first Hollywood adult acting job. There you go.
That is awesome, Sabby. Wow. So I want to back it up just a little bit. So when you were, how many letters did you write to different agencies? How many did you put together?
I probably sent out like 75 all in one shot. And literally, I didn't hear anything. And then I heard from the first two. And then after I signed, I heard from a whole bunch of people, but I was already signed. But I heard from some good people, but I was already signed.
That is amazing. Were these emails or like typed letters?
No, letters. This is 10 years ago. This is actual letters. And I put them in. I mean, for young actors, I don't know if people still send, I'm trying to get an agent now. I'm jumping back in and I don't even know if you do paper or online, but I use like old style 1950s envelopes to kind of stand out. Like I did a lot of like extra presentation.
Wow. That is super cool. That is super cool. You took a shot. Yeah. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. No, because gosh, it's so cool. Like when you hear, because like you went out of your way to do the little things that stand out. Like you said, you bought some 1950 style envelopes. Like
I found them. I had found them at like a garage
tricks.
Sale or something, but they were like they're like different. They look like they came from a treasure chest. It just looks really cool. It looked different. It was its own thing.
Gosh, yeah. And what were you saying in those letters? What was the message?
I was just being funny. I was using my body. Like I was like, listen, you better sign me. Like I don't remember. Like I don't have the right wording. I would like to pull it out and give it its full respect, but I don't have it right now. But it was hilarious. Trust me, it was funny. It was one of my best pieces, I will say.
It was just a one page, maybe one paragraph or.
Oh, it was one page. No, it was one page, but it was like little paragraphs so that they don't get scared. Because if you send someone a full page, they're not going to want to read that.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, who do you think you are? Don't waste my time.
I love it, Sabby. You were being strategic. You were being methodical. And gosh, I love hearing stuff like that. I love hearing about how you use your ingenuity. You got to use ingenuity to.
She tried.
And it works. Those little things work. I've done some acting myself. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I've done some acting myself. I talk about it on here all the time. Yeah, I was on Mad TV back in 2005. I was Jose Canseco.
Sorry, Mad TV what?
Yeah, I was on Mad TV. I played Jose Canseco, the baseball player.
I know who that is.
Yeah. I was a lookalike for him, and I did a skit. It was a very short skit on Matt TV back in 2005, and there was a whole play on the steroid scandal in baseball back then
Yeah.
in the early 2000s, and I got to do that. The scene was directed by Amanda Bierce, which is, if you remember, Married with Children. She was
Yes.
Marcy Darcy.
Oh, I love Marcy Darcy. She's funny. I know she became a director. She's directed a lot of things.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's really cool.
it was
So
super
you
cool.
got your
She was really
SAG part.
nice. I did. And since, I mean, this was already 15 years ago.
Still
So
SAG.
yeah, so I did a bunch of stuff, extra work. I did, the
Central casting?
central casting, and of course.
If you don't know, now you know.
Exactly, right?
Central
Yeah.
casting?
I think that's where everybody goes, right? To start off.
Oh, yeah.
But
Every
yeah.
actor has like their central casting. First stop, central casting. I did central casting, the kid version, when I first moved out here. That was fun too. So fun.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because,
I
again,
love it.
I'd love
We're
to
actors.
perform. Exactly, right? We're serious actors here.
Of course. Is there anything but?
Anything what?
Is there anything but a serious
I know.
actor?
Oh, of course. No. Yeah. So you got that Lady Gaga Beyonce gig.
Yes, that wasn't like a real role. And then I got onto like, I did Glee. I got a guest starring role on Glee, which was like my big break. That was a big deal for me. I was on the show Touch. I had a guest starring role on that with Kiefer Sutherland. That was a big deal for me at that time. It was really exciting. And I did a lot of. I'm sorry.
Speaking role? Was that? I'm sorry. Was that a speaking role? Oh yes,
and it wasn't an under 5. It was a guest star.
Wow, really cool.
So that's Hollywood talk. Yeah. Yeah. No, I got a couple of good, guest starring roles. I did a lot of like little indie movies, little stuff, actor stuff.
Yeah. I've done some indie movies, some student films, stuff like that. Yeah. Oh gosh, it's so fun. It's so fun, right? I did this one with Surfer Dude and with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
it was shot up in Malibu. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It was kind of an obscure movie he did. This was back in 2007, and it's called Surfer Dude. It sounds
familiar.
Woody Harrelson was in it, co-starring with McConaughey, and
that sounds like a great movie. How have I not watched?
It was very obscure.
Water.
What? It was kind of an obscure movie. It didn't get too much hype. I don't know why, but
it sounds good. You get Matthew McConaughey and you get
Woody Harrelson.
What's his name? Woody Harrelson. They're like the same, but decades different. It's like the same.
Know. Exactly.
What did you play?
I was just background,
that's Money in the Bank.
Dude in the back was so I don't even think I came out in it, but
yes, you did. You came out in it. You were there. That's all that matters. You were on set. You're an actor, period.
I was there. Yeah, no doubt. It was a cool experience. And, people came through that set, like Rosie Perez. And
she came to the set?
Yeah, she came to the set. Just, and then, who else came to that set? True story. Debo, Tiny Lister, rest in peace. He came through that set, and it was just cool stuff like that.
I don't know what that is.
I remember the movie Friday.
Yes.
Ice Cube.
Yes.
Remember Debo, the big bully?
Oh, from
neighborhood bully.
Oh, okay. Now I know. Sorry, I thought it was like I was like I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
yes, I do.
He came through that set. It was just just random stuff like that. It's so cool, man.
Movie sets are like magic. They're like playgrounds of food. Anything you could imagine. Those catering trucks, they do things to people that you can't come back from that. Once you've been in a catering truck, you can't leave. Like I'm not even kidding you. Like when I did Glee, right? And my friend came with me to set, and like we were so excited because she came just for the snacks, and then they knocked on our door and said, "Hey, the crepe truck is here."
Yes.
Don't ever, and it had sweet and savory. So I had a sweet and a savory. I was like, "Don't do this, Glee. Don't hurt people's life." How do you think I was able to wake up and live a normal life after that? I had to pretend that didn't happen to me.
Yeah, right. I know I had to go back to like my job, and go to try to
Yeah, why would
work.
you go to a job?
I know that was the word. That was so depressing. I mean, but
It is.
those. Speaking of those like craft services trucks, those food trucks, the food that you eat on these sets. Like, I mean, I've been to some pretty nice restaurants, in my life,
Yeah.
but nothing compares to like those craft services. That the food on those sets is just
It's out
phenomenal.
of control. When my
Like, what
dad
the
would
fuck?
work or my brother would work, the first thing any of us would say is, "What'd you eat?" Just that was it. It wasn't like, "Did you do a good job? How was what did they serve today?"
Yes, yes. What an experience. Yeah, man. I miss that life. I really do. And
It's
you know,
not over. You can go back
no,
to it. Double A.
yes, absolutely, Sabby. Which is the reason. What part of the reason I got into podcasting. So, but I mean, that's the whole different story. I mean, we're here to talk about you, Sabby, but yeah, it's yeah, that's a great world to be in. I love it. I love it.
It's so
And
fun. It's so fun.
yeah, yeah. And you mentioned you're trying to get back into it. You're looking for an agent. Did I hear that
Yeah,
correctly?
I've been looking for an agent, and by looking for an agent, I haven't done anything. But in my head, I'm looking for an agent. I'm gonna find an agent like this, like very soon.
Good, good. No, that's exciting, right?
Yes,
And
it
how are you
is.
going about are you writing those letters again, or what's your
Oh,
strategy this
I'm
time?
gonna do an email version of that. So I have to come up with a good like. I want to like a good like line. I gotta reel them in. You know what I mean? I gotta draw them in. I don't know how. I gotta find that line. I gotta,
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But the cool
hire
thing is
me or I'll kill you.
that might work. That might work. I think that'll definitely catch their attention. That'll
Right?
definitely
Then JK,
grab
JK,
them.
JK. Now that I got your attention. And then,
There you go. I love it. I love it.
yeah.
Brainstorming right now. It's perfect. It's perfect. But the beautiful thing about the emails now is that you could send out a blast. I mean, to literally thousands now.
Yeah, I know.
If you
But
wanted
which
to.
makes you think that they're probably not going to open it.
Well, yeah, I hear you. Are you saying you want to kind of individualize each one, or
Well,
kind of
here's the thing. I
personalize each
have to
one?
trick them. I have to come in at a different angle. And
Yeah.
then I got to get into the important inbox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you just, have your have your people call, their people, and,
And if my people is me, does that mean I call them?
wait, say it again.
If I'm the
Oh,
only person that works with and for and near me, if it's just I call them.
I think so. But that's part of the man. I think you have what it takes, Abby. You're
Oh, I
definitely,
appreciate it, double A. Coming from the guy from Surfer Dude, I think you know what you're talking about, my friend.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But and going back, so let's talk a little bit more about Sabby's Bites.
Okay.
Your blog. What kind of influenced you to start the blog? What was that, like, that moment? Can you take us to that moment where you said, you know what, I'm going to do this, or where you
I'm not
decided
only
to
gonna
start that?
take you to that moment, I'm going to be that moment. Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
No, something. And then I was like, oh. So what are you eating? That's exactly what happened. I was just not feeling good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling good. I was sad. I was lonely. I thought everything, when you get, I've come to the understanding that I'm hella dramatic. And in understanding that, I've accepted that. And there are moments when I feel sad, I just get too dramatic for my own good. And
Uh-huh.
at that moment, I was like, what do? I don't know what to do. So I went to the camera and I was like, please put the drama where it can make something happen.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Again, those videos are so funny. Those movies that you put together, and you went to broadcasting school,
Yes.
right? And which is in Michigan?
Yes, I went to Specs Howard School of Broadcasting in Southfield, Michigan. Really great school.
Yeah, yeah,
Loved
and I
it.
can, awesome, awesome, and I can imagine how that the knowledge you acquired there, your experience there has kind of you know uh, helped you out with putting together videos, with video production, editing, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they taught me all of that stuff. They taught us how to edit. Like I remember when I was going to school there, I was also interning at Fox 2 News. So they'd have us go with the news crew and see them. Like I literally saw us get a phone call and they're like, all right, there's a robbery at this house. And then we go there, get out, film it. I watched them like literally in the car, the broadcasters editing their pieces together while we're driving back to the station. And it was just like, make the story as you go. It's like guerrilla style. And that is the mindset I have when I film anything. Everyone always wants me to be prepared. Like, what did we get? I'm like, I don't work like that. I was like, we just go and let the energy of the room, of the people, of the food dictate our story, our narrative. Let it be natural. Let it be spontaneous. And I got that from working as an intern with the news station. And I just take that same idea with a positive attitude versus a negative one. Because news is negative.
Wow, Sabby, that is amazing. That is amazing. You know, see, now it all makes sense for me, because when I first stumbled upon you on your Instagram page and watching your mini movies and your skits, and you know, I felt like, wow, she's really good. Like, you know, you were amazing. But now, I mean, you're not just some amateur. You know what the hell you're doing. You have experience.
I kind of do,
You've
yeah.
been trained. Yeah, I mean, geez, your dad was an actor. I mean, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I actually like working at Fox 2 really like when I look back, I'm like, oh my God, I got like so much experience. And from like, these are top players at Fox 2 News. Like I'm in the room with like the big guys of, you know, the Detroit press, you know, and they did it so fast, so seamlessly, you know, and seeing that and the fearlessness, like of having to go in front of people and just like report, hey, I'm John, and we're outside, and everyone's just staring at you. Anytime that anyone puts a camera on, everyone just stares at you. And I saw them not even blink. And I was like, oh, you just have to. And that's where I really learned to, once the camera's on, everybody's gone. Like, I can't see anyone anymore. I can't do that, because then you can't be there. Because now you're like, wait, is he looking at me? Do I look stupid? Wait, should I look over there? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to flip that switch mentally, right? I mean,
I'm not there. I have no responsibility of what happens next. The real me is gone. And now it's performer me, and it's a whole different mindset.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
You just make me feel good. I'm like over here, like
what? No, that's great, Savvy, because you know a lot of people, you know, people think that it's you just turn a camera on and then something happens magically, right? No, you have to. I mean, you've had training. You've had you've been in the trenches. You've been around, you've done stuff to, where technically, you know a lot about the technicalities of the intricacies of what you're doing here. It's not, so it's really impressive. I'm really impressed with everything that you've shared, because wow, I mean, I love this stuff. I've always loved the arts. I've always loved behind the scenes. I've always loved this type of stuff. And so whenever someone,
it shows in your interview. No, it really does. I mean, the time and the like meticulous attention you've shown through this whole thing it shows. It definitely shows 100%.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
And I mean it. No,
I thank you for acknowledging that. Coming from a professional like yourself.
Oh,
Sabby.
stop, professional.
No, seriously, no. When you get, you know how it is. You get complimented on your performance, on everything, on what you do. It's really humbling. It's really humbling, and it really hits you in the heart, because I mean, this is what we do is not easy. To perform.
We're putting we're very vulnerable, because whereas some people are like, a scientist, they're doing their work, but it's not connected to their personality. But what we're doing is we're saying, hey, this is my personality, and I'm putting it on display. Do you like it? And it's like, it's gotten to the point in life where I don't even know anymore. Like, I don't even, You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to say it. It's so strange to me, this whole thing, this whole like visual thing, because to me, I'm just making stories, and I don't really think of that people. I mean, I hope people see it, but I do it because I love it. I love the act of doing it. Like you said, you like the behind the scenes, you want to know about the character. And when you like something, you watch it. I'm sure if you're anything like me, you watch it a billion times. You want to hear director commentary. You want to know what they thought about it and what inspired that location and did it. So I'm like you, I like all of that stuff. And then, the compliments and the whatever, I don't know. I guess I don't know how to receive it. I guess because I feel like I don't know how to receive it. I don't know how to. I guess I'm too like in my like ditzy like I want to put the camera like that. Like I'm in a different headspace, I guess.
No doubt. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, Sabby. So when you do a video, okay, when you put together a video, or what's kind of your process? What do you find? Do you brainstorm first?
I procrastinate for hours. That's how I start. I procrastinate because, especially if I'm telling someone else's story, because I haven't put up other people's story in a minute. I have a phone filled with other people's story and a camera filled with other people's story. But other people's story takes a lot more out of me because I have to really mute myself and really hear them. And that's why I procrastinate. It takes a lot of energy out of me because I really want to hear them. I want to hear what they're telling me because I'm like extra and I pretend to be a witch and I do make everything over the top, but it's really just because I'm just like to romanticize everything. So when I have the gift of telling someone else's story, I feel a lot of responsibility with that I need to be very present. I need to be I can't have my little crazy guy. I need him off. And when I'm watching, that's truly my way of doing it is I need to disengage. I need to procrastinate. I need to go on a 3-hour walk. I need to listen to music. I need to stretch. I need to I'm a lot. It takes me a lot to get, because I believe it's my energy mixing with their energy. And I want my energy to be top notch at that moment so that when I'm messing with their energy, we can make something beautiful, man. Like I'm in that zone.
No doubt. That's kind of like your process, your preparation. You take yourself through that. And so, yeah, everybody has their own way of getting to that place, right? Everybody has their own, the creative, the process of getting those creative juices flowing for themselves.
Yeah.
Right. And but when you do a vid, just in general, I mean, you do that for any skit that you do?
Oh, no. My skits, those take me 3 seconds. I just put the camera up. When it's me, I don't care. I look like an idiot. I messed up a word. I'm like, whatever, it's fine. I have like lipsticks right here. Sometimes I have food sometimes I have makoso. I don't even know until like 4 days later. And I watched it and I'm like, oh my God, bro, watch your stuff before you put it up. Okay. Yeah. Because when I'm in, like, I just want to perform. I don't care. Like, I just want to I want to just release that energy. And then I'll post it, and then I'm like, la la la, I feel good.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was, watching that. I reposted the one of you going to the place where they do happy hour, the mimosas.
Yeah, Sloan's.
I'm sorry, what's it called?
Sloan's of Valley Village.
Sloan's, and that looks like such a cool little place. I got to check that out.
The food. I got to tell you, the food there. It's comfort food, but it's done like elegantly. And it's named after Sloan from Fast Times at Ridgemont. No, I keep doing Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes, that's right. You mentioned that in your post.
Yeah, so I love it. It's so like movie magic. It's just all good vibes.
No, speaking of Sloan, that actress, I never saw her in anything after Ferris Bueller's. Maybe you did. I don't know.
No, she kind of was. I think most of the actors that what's the director? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot his name of Fast Time. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What's his name? He did 16 Candles. John Hughes. All his actors are usually from Chicago. He films there, and
Breakfast Club.
All Chicago.
Weird
Home
Science.
Alone.
Home Alone, was it with John Hughes?
Uncle
Rest
Buck.
in peace.
Rest in peace, John Hughes. We love you.
What was the last one? Yeah, no doubt. He was phenomenal. I mean, just but yeah. Anyways, but no, that's great. That's great, Sabby. Again, you know, you don't hold back. It's you're very natural but I really enjoy those videos. I really enjoy.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. That means a lot to me, really.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And yeah, like I said, watching those, I was just like, no, I got to get Sabby. I got to get her on, you know. And,
I'm so glad you did. Thank you. I'm so excited. I was like, except for my pill that's making me a little drowsy, I'm really having an amazing time. I really like this is like so exciting. You just sit and talk about art. It's like, what's better than that?
Yeah, exactly. No, probably nothing.
Unless we had food, then that would be the only way to be better. That's it.
That is true. That is true. You know, what are some of your goals, Sabby? I mean, what for Sabby's Bites and as well as yourself professionally? I mean, what are some things that you strive for here in the near future and maybe in the a couple years down the line?
Well, you had sent me this and you said your wildest dream, correct?
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Okay,
that's
so
true.
My wildest dream would be that I would become the president of the United States of America and implement Mocha Mondays as a lifestyle for every business, that they have to give all their employees Starbucks or Coffee Bean or something. That's just something I do as a president, just to be like a cool president, just so that, just like that would be like my thing. And Brad Pitt would be the first lady or the first man. And and that's just my wildest dream. But for Sabi's Bites, ideally my dream would be that I could maybe have a real television program where I interview people and then I do skits as well, and then have other people on and they do skits, and they just kind of like what I do on Sabi's Bites, but like maybe get paid for it.
Yeah, right. No doubt. Yeah, that'd be beautiful.
That's a dream,
Absolutely. So you want to take Sabi's Bites, I mean, you want to scale it up, take it to the next level.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's my goal ideally, and acting as well. So hopefully, I'm sure those two doors will work with each other to get me wherever I need to go, hand in hand.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, yeah, exactly, hand in hand, and you could parlay one, and then branch out to the other one.
Exactly.
Simultaneously or not.
They somehow will find their way to make the other one better.
No doubt. Yeah, no, that's great. I would love to see, see you on a show or on a network, or that would be amazing.
Will you come as Jose Canseco?
Hey, absolutely. I'll come on and I'll sweep the floors and whatever you need. I just want to get my foot in the door.
We'll do some actor stuff. We'll do a skit.
Oh gosh, are you kidding me? Yeah, just let me know.
I will. It's happening. You're free in 2 years and 3 months and 18 days and 6 hours from now.
Yes.
All right, I put it in the calendar. Let me just. It's in. All right, we're booked.
A done deal. Gosh,
it's gonna be great. The catering's gonna be off the chain.
Oh gosh, I know. It's gonna be phenomenal. I can't wait. And just have your publicist, contact my publisher or your manager, your agent, whatever.
Call your people.
Exactly.
Very Hollywood.
Oh my gosh, Savvy? So what are what about some other things that you want to? Anything else you want to accomplish with
truthfully, I'm going to be honest with you. This is what I want to accomplish. This is ideally if I can accomplish anything. A few people watch Sabi's Bites and they legit have a good time. And they're like, oh, that was good. And then they feel good for a minute. And then they scroll and they keep going and they live their life. But I know for 1 minute, I gave someone some happiness. And that, honestly, knowing I say if I can just do it to one person, I accomplished a lot. And I do every episode. I make myself feel a little bit better, just a little bit. And so and again, a paycheck wouldn't hurt. Listen, we're not going to say no, but like, we're just out here. We're just, honestly, I'm just trying not to feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it.
I think everyone is.
Absolutely. So, yeah. It's I can't wait to see what you do. It's going to be fun watching your evolution and your progress. As I tell all my guests, it's fun watching that, their evolution and as watching them grow and take themselves to new heights. That's always fun to watch. Watching the process.
It's always fun to see someone. Yeah, I agree with you completely. I love seeing the evolution of talent, of friendship, of love, of anything. Just seeing it go from this to this. We feel like we're alive.
Exactly. Sabi, I have some rapid fire questions for you. Okay. So the first one I wanted to ask you is Starbucks or Coffee Bean?
Starbucks.
Why?
Because it tastes better.
Okay. All right. Chocolate or caramel?
Caramel.
Okay. In-N-Out or... See, this one's kind of hard. I mean, I said Carl's Jr. I wrote on there. I don't know if... Yeah, In-N-Out or Carl's Jr.?
In-N-Out. Easy.
It's easy, right? I mean,
but Carl's Jr. fries. Carl's Jr. has amazing fries.
Oh.
In-N-Out has terrible fries. I hate In-N-Out's fries. Do you like In-N-Out's fries?
I mean, I don't hate them. I think McDonald's has better fries. Like Carl's has better fries. Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, In-N-Out, I don't get your fries. I don't get what you're doing in the fry department. And I'm not here to judge anyone, but I'm just saying someone needs to go in there and fix it.
I do think In-N-Out has like the most unique hamburger. I mean,
most delicious,
right?
Delicious, fresh. It's like restaurant quality. It's beautiful. I love In-N-Out burgers.
I guess when your hamburger tastes that good, the fries are kind of like an afterthought, I guess, right? I mean,
and they're allowed to. They have such good burger swag that they can mess up on the fries. They're like a hot guy who maybe doesn't know how to express himself but has a good heart. You get me? That's In-N-Out burger. Like, you don't know. You're like, wait, hold on. Say what you're feeling. And he can't, but you're like, dang, he's so kind. You know what? It's okay. So that's In-N-Out for me.
I love that. How about Taco Bell or Del Taco?
Taco Bell.
Okay. Chipotle or Baja Fresh?
Chipotle.
Yeah. How about, are you familiar with Sharky's?
I am, and I'm not the biggest fan. Everyone always to be fair, I've only had it like twice, but I didn't love it. But it was years ago. Why? Is this something I need to have again?
No, I think the better comparison there would have been Baja Fresh and Sharky's. I think I find them to be a little bit more relatable, more than
Chipotle. I dislike them both. I love Chipotle though.
Yeah, no, I love Chipotle, no doubt.
What do you get at Chipotle? I'm just curious. I always ask everyone what they get at Chipotle.
Usually just a burrito, the steak burrito. Nothing.
Have you tried their new not new, but have you tried their tacos? They're really good.
They have some tacos. Yes. Okay, I haven't been Chipotle in a while.
Okay, go get their tacos, and their tacos are just phenomenal, in my opinion. I mean, it's not a street taco or a truck taco. It's not. Don't think that. Think Chipotle style taco.
Okay.
Crispy. It's really. I mean, I still would prefer a truck taco, but it's a whole different vibe. But if you're going to Chipotle, lunch break, whatever, yeah, their tacos are really, really, really good. The shell is amazing. I don't know what they did. It's amazing.
It's a crunchy taco?
Yeah, you can do crunchy or soft. I'm referring to the crunchies. I've had them twice in the last month. I'm very happy.
Gosh. Okay, I'll check that out.
Please do.
Yeah. I wanted to mention, you live in the Valley, and the Valley is just like a hotbed for food. I mean,
so much good food.
Everything out there, man. It's phenomenal.
So good. We have so much food. Like every corner is a different style of food, different flavor, different price, different, like you'll have the most expensive restaurant on one corner, and then on the other corner you have like a kebab stand, and then over there you have a taco guy, and then over there you have a pizza maker. Like we legitimately have every style, type of food. The Valley is one of the coolest places to eat. I'm so we're blessed. Hashtag blessed.
No, it really is. Yeah, the Valley's gosh, it's a gem. It is.
It is. You know, it's like we're the best.
Big shout out to the Hood Foodie, right?
I call him he calls me, okay, I originally called him Hollywood because he's so popular, and then he said, no, I'm Hollywood because I'm an actor, and he's Hollywood.
Okay, now I get it, because I was watching you guys' interaction on the comment section earlier today. Yeah, big shout out. Love that guy. Big
Hollywood. He's the man.
Yeah, exactly. So he puts me up on game on a lot of places to go eat in the Valley.
He does.
You know, but it's Sammy. Last question for you. I like to ask all my guests this question. I wrap it up with this question. And who would you love to sit down with and have dinner with? Could be anyone. You know, celebrity, friend, family, anyone. Who would you like to say? Maybe 3, 4, 5 people, if you can narrow it down to that, or not.
Oh God, double A. I thought long and hard about this. I was gonna be like really deep and be like Mother Teresa, and then I was gonna be like an actress and be like Marilyn Monroe, and then I was gonna be a good daughter and say my dad because he's passed on. But then I decided to go with Brad Pitt.
Oh.
Because I'm real. That's why. Because I'm real.
Hey. No doubt about that. No doubt. Yeah. Brad Pitt. What would you ask him?
Everything about food. He would like, he has like 13 kids. He's patient. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we could talk art, and then he'd be like, this is foie gras from France. And I'll be like, explain that to me. And it would just be a really beautiful time.
That would be awesome. Gosh, I would love to sit down with Brad Pitt, of course.
Who wouldn't?
Right. You know.
What's in the box? We just keep telling him the whole time he eats, what's in the box?
What's in the box? Yeah, that's funny. My friends and I would always make fun of that line.
In
7. And why is he always eating in his movies? Have you noticed that? Why is he always eating?
No, it started in Ocean's 11, and that was actually And every scene, remember, he's got the nacho chip. Then and then he licks his fingers, and then. And that was back when I was really in my food issues. So I really paid attention. And I during the movie, I tapped my brother. I was like, is he always eating? And he was like, yeah, he is. And then the commentary, the director said, Brad came up with the idea to have his character always eating.
Oh, but he's done that in a few movies, right? I mean,
yeah, I think he likes it. I think I'm going to say it's like one of his actor things that he likes to do. I think, you know, as actors, we always have like a thing we do. Like, you know,
yeah, no doubt.
When I want to be tough and I'm acting, I always do this weird thing with my pants that I don't do in real life. But when I'm acting, it's like even if I'm a girl, like I just do this weird thing with my pants. It's like my actor thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know. So I feel like his eating is his actor thing. Like, because like it makes you feel more free. You know what I mean? You're like it's something, you know?
Yeah. No, I get it. I would love to get back into acting. And when you get, you know,
wait, what do you
think
mean?
of me, Sabi.
Wait,
just think of me.
2 years, 6 months,
That's
18
right.
days, 2 hours. You got a gig. I got a gig. Don't play me.
Okay.
Don't play me online. Let's record it. Don't play me.
I'm on record here now. Jeez.
I don't like that.
Yeah, Sabi. No doubt. I can't wait. But so Brad Pitt. Anybody else for you, Sabi?
Brad Pitt, Princess Diana. Just because I love Princess Diana so much. Selena, like I mean, I could do this all day. Selena, the Quintanilla Perez, not Gomez. Love her though. I would want to meet powerful, strong people that made a difference in our world. Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I'd want to meet, I mean, if I really I'd want to meet them and say, how did you keep your head on your shoulders? Your head on your shoulders, like with people. Cause you know, no matter what you're trying to do, there's always going to be people and things that are going to make you step out of your focus and on your goals. And I would ask them, how do you stay present and not get mixed it in with all of that and stay on your goals and change the world and be a kind spirit. I would ask him, how do you keep it up? It's hard. It's hard to try to be a good person and make a difference. You get tired. You think, like, I'm not even doing anything and I'm tired. How did they do all that?
Yeah,
it's hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It makes you appreciate, what those people did. And, just wonderful, wonderful human beings. But yeah, that's a great list, Sabby. Phenomenal.
Brad Pitt's the best one, probably.
Yeah. I mean, gosh, arguably, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's your list.
It is. It's my VIP dinner list. It's a very hot list of people.
It is. Yeah.
It's the list.
Absolutely, Sabby. Sabby, I got to tell you, this has been so fun. This has been unbelievable. It's always welcome back here.
That was a fast hour.
No, it's a little over an hour.
Wow, we just was chilling.
Time flies when you're having fun. It really does.
That's facts. I had a great time. Thank you so much, Double A, for having me. I so appreciate it.
I absolutely, Sabby. And this is not the last time we do this. So you're always welcome back. Well, let's get you back on. Yeah, of course.
I appreciate it. And we're also working together in 2 years, whatever months, and 16 days.
So exactly. We'll do an episode, leading up to that. But we'll do one before that. We'll do 3 more before that. You know what I mean?
Sure. Just hit me up. I'm ready. I already know where to find you. So you just hit me up. I'm ready.
Oh, no doubt, Sabby. This, it's going to be fun working with you. So again,
same here. I'm having a great time. Thank you.
Absolutely, Sabby. Before we go though, let the people know where they can connect with you on social media and anything else. I know you have your YouTube channel as well.
Okay. I'll just do a quick shout out on my stuff. Hi guys. We've been talking this whole time. I don't know why I said hi. Force of habit. But you can find me on Instagram at Sabby's Bites, SABBIES Bites, BITES. So I can take a bite out of food, people, places, and things. You can find me on the YouTube, which is also Sabby's Bites, SABBIES Bites, but I only have like 2 videos up, so like it's not really this. We're trying to rebrand right now. We're making videos. We're trying to find our system, but please come and watch and have a good time and add. Thank you.
Absolutely. There you go.
Thank you.
And scene. Oh, Sabby, thank you so much. You are awesome.
Thank you. Okay, I'll stop. I'm just kidding.
Snap out of it. You're not in character.
I was like, he's an actor. I'm ready. I'm always ready. I'm ready. I stay ready. We're going to be weird. What are we going to do? Let's do it. Do I need a costume? I'll wear it. Like, I'm ready.
That's, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do this again so soon. So
I'm ready. I'll just be waiting here till you come back.
Oh, Sabby, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Again, I really enjoyed this conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, go follow Sabby's Bites on Instagram. Check her out. She's got her YouTube channel. She's got a lot going on. You will be entertained. You will laugh. You will be happy after you watch her, any one of her amazing, phenomenal videos. So check her out. Once again, thank you all for being here with us tonight. If you're on, again, YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a rate and review on Apple Podcasts. Follow me on Instagram, Profile Pod TV. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you, Sabby, for being here. And again, if you hit me up on a DM if you want to come on and be a guest on Profile Pod TV with Double A. So for Sabby Nomani, right?
Yes.
Sabby's Bites. I'm Double A, your host of Profile Pod TV, saying thank you for being here, and always remember to take it easy. Thanks, Sabby.
Thank you, sir. I had a lovely time.